Before 1492, before New World, before Manifest Destiny, there were nations, cities, roads, medicine, systems, spiritual codes. This wasn't some wild, empty wilderness. This was home to millions. Welcome to Turtle Island, before the lie. They were not one people. They were thousands, tribes, nations, confederacies, empires, each with languages, governments, spirituality, agriculture, and science. The Haudenosaunee Iroquois Confederacy had a constitution, the Great Law of Peace, that inspired the U.S. Constitution. The Mississippians built massive city complexes like Cahokia, with pyramids larger than Egypt's. The Puebloan people carved advanced cities into cliffs, complete with plumbing and water systems. The Lenape, Shawnee, and Powhatan nations had sophisticated diplomacy and legal systems. The Blackfoot, Lakota, and Cheyenne lived in harmony with the buffalo and practiced deep land stewardship. The Taino and Arawak of the Caribbean welcomed Columbus and were brutally exterminated within 40 years. They were not savages. They were scientists, engineers, astronomers, doctors, and philosophers. Forget the TP stereotype. That's one region. Across Turtle Island, the Northeast had longhouses made from bark and earth, housing entire clans. The Southwest carved entire cities into stone cliffs and used terrace farming and irrigation. The Plains tribes used seasonal migration and the teepee, brilliant, portable design for survival. The Southeast had thatched homes, earthen pyramids, and agricultural towns. Pacific Northwest tribes built massive wooden lodges, totem poles, and harvested salmon with engineered traps. In the Arctic, the Inuit built insulated homes, sewed waterproof clothing, and invented the kayak. They weren't living off the land like animals. They were engineering ecosystems with precision. Three sisters farming: corn, beans, squash equals permaculture. Controlled burns equals land management, sacred geometry in construction. Oral law systems that ensure generational memory. They want you to think they were few, that they were simple, that they just vanished. Lies. All of it. Their societies were not perfect, but they were grounded in balance, not ownership, relationship, not greed, stewardship, not extraction, reciprocity. They believed in cycles of birth, death, rebirth, sacred time, marked by stars, not clocks, living libraries, the elders, dream medicine, plant healing, earth frequencies, respect for all living things. They didn't worship the land. They understood they were part of it. They came, with greed, with fire, with steel, with crosses, with death. 90% of indigenous people in the Americas were wiped out in a single century. It was the largest genocide in human history, and it's barely mentioned in your textbooks. But despite the blood, the betrayals, the laws, and the lies, they survived. The language may change. The traditions may hide. But the spirit never died. If you're black in America, there's a good chance you have native blood running through your veins. They tried to erase you from two worlds, but you belong to both. You are the memory. You are the evidence. You are the continuation. It's time to remember who you are, unlearn their lies, reclaim your name, reclaim your land, reclaim your truth. If this cracked something open in you, subscribe. This is just the beginning. Drop a comment if your grandma told you stories. Drop a like if you felt this. This is for the ones who never got to speak. Now we speak for them.